This is a recap of the story problems you have been working on. You will be, when we come back from break, expected to kind of catch on to this stuff rather quickly, and you need to work through these slow. Set out a sporting goods store, you buy 10 basketballs and 4 footballs for $264.80. The footballs cost $1.45 more than the basketballs. Find how much each product costs. Cost of football, cost of basketballs. It's going to be 3 units. Just like that, single, total. Now I have basketballs, footballs, and money. Which 2 units kind of run together? Probably footballs and basketballs, so basketballs, footballs. And then we have our money. Look at these 4 first. If you went and bought 1 basketball, do you know how much it's going to cost? No, I don't know that. I know it's $1.45 more for the footballs, but that doesn't tell me anything at this point. Question mark, question mark. How many basketballs? 10. How many footballs? 4. Cross out numbers as you put them in. What's your money total? $264.80. Sorry, I'll write it so you can see it. 264.80. Remember that decimal's there. Okay, now that leaves me with one more amount. Footballs cost $1.45 more. If you see that's more, write X plus 1.45. Okay. X plus 1.45, and that would be the footballs. And then the other one's just going to be plain old X. Ten times 1x is 10x, and we need to multiply twice here. You can't just hang the 145. 4 times 1x is 4x. 4 times 1.45 is 5.8. Now look along the bottom. You got 2 letters. They're the same. Add them. It's 14x plus 5.8 equals $264.80. So I just minus 5.8, minus 5.8, so 14x equals $259 even. So 259 divided by 14. So 18.5, that's the cost of the basketball, since that's where 1x was at, just plain old 1x, $18.50. To find the other answer is very easy. You know that's 1850, and 1850 plus 1.45. $19.95. When you see the more than, right away write X plus that number, and then the other one, unknown, is just plain old X. Number 2. You buy 25 pounds of apples and oranges for a total of $52.25. Apples cost $2 per pound, while oranges cost $2.25 per pound. How many pounds of each did you purchase? apples, oranges. What's the cost for 1 pound of apples? $2. What's the cost of 1 pound of oranges? How many units of apples do we have? That means non-money related. In this case, it's pounds. The only non-money related number I see is 25, but that's apples and oranges. We don't know how many are just apples. We also don't know how many are just oranges. What's total cost? $52.25. What's the final value in the problem? 25. It does not say more than, though. It also doesn't say times. So that's what's called a total. If that's a total, you need X and Y for your unknowns. So 25, then X, Y. X, and also we're not using this box. X times 2 is 2X. 1y times 225 is 2.25y. These letters are not the same. You need to set up the cross. So we have this equation and this equation. Those are my two equations. I know that 1x plus 1y equals 25 from the top, and I know that 2x plus 2.25y equals 52.25 from the bottom. You don't have a common absolute value, so you need to multiply. Take your 2, multiply by 2. Take your 1, multiply the bottom by 1. So 1x times 2 is 2x. 1y times 2 is 2y. 25 times 2 is 50. 2x plus 2.25y. 52.25 times 1 is 52.25. Here's my common absolute value, but you need this to be negative, so that's negative, that's negative, that's negative. I'm circling them so you don't forget that those are negatives. Now I take positive 2 and add negative 2.25. Negative 0.25y. And don't just put 25 either. They make these things called calculators. Okay. And now I add positive 50 and negative 52.25. That is a negative. You cannot just add positive 52.25. It has to be negative. I'm seeing a lot of people that don't put that in the calculator as a negative. Negative 2.25. Now divide by negative 0.25. Negative 0.25. So negative 2.25 divided by negative 0.25 is 9. So y is under the oranges, so we had 9 pounds of oranges. Then I just solved for y, so let's take that out. So 1x plus 1, get y out and replace it with the number 9. We find that product there, it's 9. Last time I checked. Minus 9, 1x equals 16. Number 3. During a football game, the parents of the football team sell pretzels and popcorn to raise money for new uniforms. They charge $2.50 for a bag of popcorn and $2 for a pretzel. They collect $336 in sales during the game. They sell twice as many bags of popcorn as pretzels. How many bags of popcorn, how many pretzels they sell? 3 units again. Put your money. Put your popcorn. Put your pretzels. Do you know how much one bag of popcorn cost? If you bought one bag, how much would it cost? It'd cost $2.50. I'll go cross that off. Pretzel, that's $2. I really don't know how many bags of popcorn bought. All these numbers are about money. I don't know the quantity of the number of bags or that. What's your total? Noticing a pattern to this. There's another number, it's twice. Twice means 2x, not x plus 2. That's 2 more. Twice means 2x. And we put that for bags of popcorn. And this could be just regular x. 1-to-1 multiplication, 2x times 250 is 5x. And then 2x. Now look at your bottom row. You have the same letter, add them. Then 336. X is 48. So 1x is the pretzels, 48. Now you need to multiply your 48 by 2, because 2x, 2 times 48 is 96. I assigned this problem to some of you, and probably the vast majority, and I don't mean to sound bitter here, but you screwed it up beyond belief. You buy 2 items at a furniture store for $899. Item A is marked up 20%. Item B is marked up 15%. The cost is $1,047.75. Find the original cost of each item separately. Okay, so I made the percent table. The percents we have in the problem are 20 and 15. So those are percentages, so we express them as decimals, 0.20, 0.15. I don't know how much item A costs by itself or item B. Now this is not percent total, it's now percent amount change. I know that's hard to read. It's percent amount change, or the dollar amount change, okay? The money amount change with the percents. So the percents cause the money to go from here to here. So to find the money changed, you just subtract. So 1,047.75, the points right there, minus 899. $148.75. That goes here. Now, there's kind of 2 items I could choose to put in there, but only one of them's correct. It's the original price of the 2 total, which would be $899. And then I go X and Y. X times 0.20 is 0.20x, Y times 0.15 is 0.15y. Those are not the same letter. You can't add them. You have to make your cross. So I have x plus y equals 899. Then 0.20x plus 0.15y equals 148 decimal, thank you, 0.75. You have no common absolute value, so I multiply by 0.20, 0.20, 0.20, 0.20, not just 20. 1, 1, 1. 0.20 times 1 is 0.20x. 0.20 times 1y is 0.20y. Then I take 899 times 0.20 on this thing we know as a calculator is 179.8. The bottom is just going to remain the same, 0.20x plus 0.15y, 148.75. Here's my common absolute value, but they're both positives, so I make them all negatives. Cancel. These are negatives. So 0.20 plus negative 0.15. Just like that, you see the negative 0.05y. Then I add positive 179.8 plus negative 148.75. You don't get it in as a negative, the whole problem's screwed. 31.05. So 31.05 divided by 0.05 is 621. So that's item B. It costs $621. Now we just solve for y. 1x plus 1. Get y out, because you know that 621 equals 899. 1x plus 621. 1x equals 678. Or wait a second, that's wrong. It's 278. So 278. Those are your costs for each item when purchased separately. Did you notice how careful I was? Remember, those are negatives. You can't be just adding positive 148.75. It screws up the whole problem. Number 3, a sports equipment store is having a sale on soccer balls. A soccer coach purchases 10 soccer balls and 2 soccer ball bags for $155. Another coach purchases 12 of those soccer balls and 3 soccer ball bags for $189. Find the cost of a ball and a bag. There are 3 units. Total. Now you're back to your regular units. Total. How many single balls and bags would be my 2 kind of primary units that run together. And money. Do I know how much 1 soccer ball costs? No clue. Do I know how much 1 soccer bag costs? No clue. How many balls do I have? I have 10 soccer balls. That's not soccer balls. You don't put it here. 12 soccer balls. 10 soccer balls and 12 soccer balls. So put those both in here separately. Now let's talk about the bags. I've got 2 soccer ball bags and 3 soccer ball bags. Put those in separately. Now, if you're putting 2 at a time in there, there's got to be 2 totals, and there is. Okay. There's $155 and $189. Okay. Now I really have no other amounts in this table, so I just put X and Y. 10 multiplied by 1x is 10x and 12x, 2y and 3y. These are different letters, so we need to make our cross and write our system out. So 10x plus 2y equals 155. 12x plus 3y equals 189. You have no common absolute values, so multiply the top by 12 and the bottom by 10. So it's going to be 120x plus 24y. 155 times 12 on this thing called a calculator is 1,860. Just keep it, Phoebe. That's fine. Then 120x plus 30y equals 1890. Here's your common absolute value, but you have to have them be negative, so that's negative. That's going to be negative. That's negative. When we combine our like terms, those are negatives. I can't stress that enough. Negative 6y. Again, if you just add positive 1890, it's screwed up. 1860 is positive, but when I add 1890, it needs to be negative. Y is your bags. We now know that they cost $5. And we have 10x plus 2 parentheses. And we put the 5 in. 2 times 5 is 10, so 10x plus 10. $145 divided by 10. 145 divided by 10 is 14.5. In money terms, that means $14.50.